Yeah, I don't believe in destiny, I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's after me. You gon' see success in me, you ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes, call me aggressive with my flow, call me offensive even though yo, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love, still gonna die for what I love, still gonna try, I won't give up, still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret, cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win, I won't stop till the end, no. Some injuries, mentally and physically. Studied them religiously so I don't repeat history. And people won't admit to me they don't want a victory bad enough to get a C. They'd rather just go leave it be. And oh, this journey I've been on since 13, working hard and learning, never stopping searching. Yeah, it's burning, all this passion hurts me. I took action working, writing down these words. No, I'm not okay, I just wanna be something. I don't wanna be nothing, living all alone. No, I'm not alright, I'm just barely getting by. But I'll tell you I'm just fine, so you leave me alone. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret, cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win, I won't stop till the end, no.
Yo, what is going on, everyone? Thanks for tuning in to a weekend update. It is the 12th of October, and it's crazy. It seems crazy to be with you guys because we've taken like 3 weeks off from doing the live stream updates. Just a lot has been going on, but I'm really glad to be back and really glad to be hanging out with you guys. So, as we get started, a huge shout out and thank you to the Patreon community, the Dying Breed, Warrior Bernard, Fighters, Maxwell, Foster, Q, Guardian Wilkie, Soldiers, Boslow, Little Panda Aiden, Unwired, and of course Defenders LG, Jodan, Miss Aoife, and the Duck Commander, Stephen Landry. So thank you so much, you guys, for your support, for hanging in there with me, because it has been a long 2 weeks, 3 weeks of everything just going on. But we're back, right? And I'm super excited to be here, give you guys some updates as far as what's going on. If you guys have noticed, I am now back officially in the office, in the workspace. And it took me, almost an exact month to get the room painted. And now that we have everything else out of storage, was able to get it set up. So got the bookshelves behind me, which I absolutely love. Right here is basically the entire Eli Gardner collection, with the exception of one book, The Blind-Eyed Murders. I don't know where my copy went, but I do know I have it. And what I love about it is it belongs up here with Aegis Rising. Aegis Arises. Those two books, you can't even get them anymore. Eli took them down off of Amazon. She wanted to redo them or whatever. I absolutely love the stories. And so that's where I'm like, dude, I want to make sure I find my copy of The Blind-Eyed Murders. Because, it was a really fun story, really great story. But, of course, we've got Quest Academy 3. We've got Calamity. We've got The Land. We've got Judge. We've got some awesome books up there. So I just love seeing those, having that inspiration. But yeah, so the bookshelves are all set up. The room is completely painted. I finally have my standing desk again. So if you guys realize, I am now standing, and I will say just having the ability to stand and sit and continue to write is just such a huge benefit. It's one of those things where I would sit down and I'd be writing away for like 2 hours. And then I still had the motivation to write and I still wanted to write, but I just got tired of sitting so much. So being able to stand up and continue to write, I'm so excited to have the standing desk again. So it's almost been exactly a year since I've been able to have this capability. So I'm really grateful for that. It's been awesome. Paul, what is up, my dude? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out, man. It's great to see you. Obviously, I can't really see you, but you know what I mean. Figure of speech. Dude, how are you doing? How's the family? Did you get your camera ordered and all set up and testing it out? Richie Stevens, Principal Stevens. Oh shit, it's TJ, the bro Lombardi. What is up, my dude? Thanks for coming in and saying hi, man. Yeah, it's great. It's crazy to feel like we're back. We're doing the weekend updates just with everything going on. So yeah, now in the office, I need to work on this over here, right? What I'm thinking, Paul, you know, about this thing, but I had a felt wall or a felt panel that I had with a lot of my military patches in it. What I'm thinking is getting with the good old mom and her crafting skills to actually have like felt blinds made up. So I can literally pull the blinds over, but I can have all of my military patches here in the office as well. I think that'd be a really cool feel. But yeah, but I don't want to lose the natural light because honestly, I do love to write with, I mean, the windows are open right now, but have that cool breeze come in and everything. So even though this is the dungeon of darkness, I definitely like to have some fresh light coming in. So I'm now back in the office. It just feels great. And there's some other greatness about that. Yesterday, I sent off the manuscript to Miss Vanessa for Golem Master to have it formatted. So I'm all done with editing. Thank God. I don't even want to look at it anymore. And there's parts, you know, as I'm writing and I'm reading certain parts, I'm laughing. I'm remembering that I wrote some of these things and I'm like, oh my God, this was so good. This was so perfect. I love the timing. I love the comedy. I love this. And then there's other parts that you read and you're like, wow, this is so terrible. How in the world did I write this crap? And let's move on. So definitely a lot of emotions with Golem Master. But right now, the way that it looks in just my beta testing of the size for a paperback, it looks like the book is about a 550 page chonker in a 6x9 sizing. So, I mean, that gives you some context. Like it's 100, the manuscript itself, like the actual story part is 151,000 words and change. So yeah, it's oh my God. So I am just so happy that Golem Master is now like basically done on my end. I can now hand it back off to the next person, Vanessa, which I sent her some screenshots and some ideas of what I wanted to do on the formatting side, font side. And I'm really excited to see what she comes up with. There was a really popular book with the way that they did the chapter introductions that I just really like that style. And I thought it would be really cool to do. So we're going to see what we can do in that regard. But yeah, Golem Master is finally off. And there's a really cool part that I added to the very end of the book. So once you're done with the story, there's a small author's note, and then there's something called the cast. And I really hope people will take a moment to check that out, especially on the Kindle Unlimited Kindle side. It's just a really nice touch that I like, that I think is really important, that I wanted to make sure I incorporated. So that is the update. And then of course, I did send off the manuscript to, oh my gosh, one of my most favorite people in the world just snuck into the chat. I miss your beautiful face. We need to talk. I need to talk to you about something. So yes, we need to set up a phone call. But anyways, all right, Paul, come on. Let's just jump back into the chat. Nope, I've done none of that yet. Okay, I built a walkway to the sauna instead. Dude, that camera is third on my list of things to do. Yeah. What's funny is I just saw something about saunas, one of the temporary saunas that you can order. And for a while, I was thinking about doing the cold water immersion, getting one of those things. But at the same time, I really feel like I might go for the sauna route. I don't know. But that's awesome, dude. I'm glad that you got that project done. You got some space on those shelves. What you doing out there? I hope it's weapons, bro. Okay. So this is like the Lit RPG fantasy wall or indie author wall. Downstairs, I took photos. I was unboxing all of my books, putting them onto the shelves downstairs. And I was like, dude, I know I have more books than this. Like, where are they? And so sure enough, I grabbed another tote, opened it up, and there's like my other 100 books. So I will send you photos, Paul, because what I did for 16, well, it was really about 12 years of my military career. I just did a lot of reading of military history, military philosophy, military missions. So like I have all of these books on leadership and military life downstairs. And now this wall, the office area, is just like all of the other stories that inspire me, all the other things. And of course, for those of you who don't know, Risk is like my favorite board game in the world of all time. I have like 14 different versions of Risk. So up here, those are some of my most favorite versions of the game. But yeah, and then little things like those are Matryoshka dolls that my dad got me in Russia, like when I was like 8 years old. Another thing, and some little trinkets that I collected along the way. And then, of course, more skulls and other things. There's like 4 skulls on the shelves. So I love me some skulls. Hail Dying Breed, Golem Masters, and Call Signs Bloodbath. What's up, Brandon? It's great to see you, my dude. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with us on this weekend update. Size doesn't matter. It's about the journey, but fuck, I love a chonky boy. God, that doesn't sound good with P. Diddy stuff that just happened. And the fact that you're a principal, Richie. You're a principal of Stages Academy, and you're saying stuff like you love chonky boys. God damn it. But yes, it is a chonker of a book, and I'm so ready for it to be out there into the world. I tried that cold water dip. Nope, not tough enough for that. Stick with the sauna, dude. Honestly, I have been able to do the cold water immersion before, and it is really hard. I'm able to do it, and I've thought about doing it, but it's like, you know, when you see one trend happening, especially in the fitness scene, and everyone's like, oh my God, that's mostly like the virtual signal of like, I want to do this because everyone's doing it. And then you see some other people that come out and they're like, you should not do this because this is the other issue that no one's talking about that you're going to actually do to yourself. So the health benefits are not worth the risk and the other issues you're going to cause by doing this. In reality, you should be more balanced out and do it this way. And so that's where it's like, okay, you know what? Maybe I should just not go full bore into this just yet. Maybe I should just stop being a fat ass and just start controlling my diet more. I mean, we could always do that. So anyways, hell yeah, Risk. Play that endlessly in Afghanistan. I could only win if I cheated, though. Hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right? That was one of the biggest phrases in the military ever. Chonky book, chonky book. Proud of you for that one. Thanks, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. Richie is so slick. Must be the baby oil. Got him. That's funny. Okay, so yeah, so what else is going on? So Tom Cox, the narrator for The Dying Breed, he now has the manuscript for book 3. He is slowly reading through that and working through that. And so we talked yesterday, actually, we had like a little status update on things, and there's no rush on him to do the book at all. But one of the things I said, I was like, Tom, the only thing I care about is that you pronounce Drebin properly. Other than that, I don't give a shit. Drebin has to be said as Drebin. He is Drebin the Dreadful. He is the most badass character I've probably ever created, and I absolutely love him. Gotta go later, dude. Dude, thanks for coming in, Paul. Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate you. And so I was like, you got to nail that. So he's going to start recording soon. And then we'll just go from there, see how it goes. But yeah, book 3 of the Dying Breed audiobook is in the works. And then at the same time, we have Bloodbath being worked on by Mr. Jodan Worley. No update as to when that is going to be done. So hopefully soon. And then we had Enmity finally be released. So it is that one right there, that little guy, book number 2 in the Scalpel Chronicles. Enmity, I fell in love with the name, and there was a song titled Enmity. Actually, let's look up so I can give a shout out to the band. Awake Again. Was that the band name? I don't feel like that's the right thing. Where is it? Why is it not here? Richie, I want to blame you. Let's just see. That's not it. All right, now I got to scroll all the way through my song. We got to find this song. So I remember I was writing Enmity. I was a couple chapters in, and then I found the song, and I just started listening to it. And I was like, yes, this is the vibe of this book. This is what this needs to be. And ever since then, I was like, I'm retitling this book, and this is what people need to hear. So, yeah, I absolutely loved it. Okay, I am not finding it there. The fuck did I do? You're so aggressive, Richie. You're just so aggressive. Ah, right. Come on, laptop. It's really interesting. My monitors, my entire computer actually hates it whenever I load up Spotify on it absolutely hates it whenever I load up Spotify. It freezes the monitor. It does a lot of weird shit. Oh, dude. Okay, tell me all about your new job, Richie. Tell me all about the new job. Congratulations. I am excited. We've been hoping that Richie would be able to get into a new location, new situation. So, dude, tell us all about this job. All right. Why is Enmity there? It is. Okay, it is awake again. So let's, where's the share icon on this bad boy? How do we share this thing? Copy song link. Here we go. All right, so putting it in the chat. So there you go, guys. That is the link to the song Enmity by Awake Again. And I'm super excited for this book to be out. But at the same time, it's one of those things where I don't think people are ready. Brandon knows all about it. The book title, everybody has to look up on the dictionary. TJ in so many ways, TJ. Or teaching in so many ways, yeah. So yeah, it is the apex of brutal violence. And Richie, I don't think you've read book 2 yet, but like when you said book 1 is one of the most brutal books in all lit RPG, book 2, Enmity, is by far, in my opinion, the apex of brutal violence. So even though I have not read Dungeons or Dominion of Blades, I think Enmity is by far the most violent thing. Oh, you read the whole trilogy? You even did all the way to Slaughterhouse? Verizon sales rep with normal hours of 9 to 5, 11 to 7. Dude, that's awesome, man. Congratulations. That is some good stuff, dude. Yeah, I'm super happy for you, man. Nice. Okay. So then, so do you not think that Enmity is like the most brutal, or do you think Dominion of Blades is still up there alongside it? Because again, I haven't read Dominion of Blades yet, but I am excited. Book 2 is now out, officially released yesterday, so very excited for that, and just happy that it's out there. And in some of my Facebook posts to some of the groups and even Reddit, I talked about it of like I wanted to address a situation, address an issue that I feel doesn't have enough attention, and so I wanted my character to go hunt these terrible, evil people down in very brutal ways. So, yeah, so we did, right? So Enmity is out. Slaughterhouse is coming out November 27th. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually change that date or not. But besides that, Golem Master 2 is at 108,000 words. I have not done any writing ever, or I have not done any writing within the last 2 weeks with everything that has gone on. But with that being said, I originally scheduled a trip down to Florida next week, and that trip is now canceled, but I still have the time off of work. So next week, I literally am working Monday and Tuesday, and then I have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. So, I mean, just knowing me, there's going to be some writing that is done, and I am super excited to just be able to have some days to dive into that and focus on the manuscript. Also, with that being said, my schedule at work, my 9 to 5 job is now changing to a 4-10-hour day. So with that being said, I am really looking forward to the fact that I will now have all of Fridays that I can dedicate to writing, and then I'll have Saturdays and Sundays. So hopefully I will still be able to hit those 10,000 words, and which really makes Friday just a nonstop day of working, because writing is very time consuming. But that is the goal, is that Fridays will be the devoted writing days, and then I can just come into the office and just hammer out as much stuff on the books as I can. All right, Brandon coming in with a question. Ever think you'll do a call sign / Golem Master mashup? Absolutely not. Seriously, Brandon? I mean, a call sign Golem Master mashup? Like, if the two worlds combined, dude, like Golem Master is rated T for teen. Like, it's supposed to be a book where like dads and sons can read it together and have fun together in a different world and bond over it. And now you want Callsign Bloodbath to come in? Like, oh my God. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity, bro. I would lose my mind even trying to think about that. As far as there's definitely been some other stuff that I've thought about from the first person shooter side. What I really love is that all of my military buddies who have picked up Bloodbath and the other things, they have all said how realistic Bloodbath is to the military setting. Like the interactions, the nuances of the military, they're just like, dude, you hit so much of that. And so that's where, I really wanted this series to resonate with my military friends and be something that they could latch on to. So I'm excited for that, and that's what I like. But with that being said, I definitely have some other first-person story ideas in mind for future series. So it kind of really depends on Golem Master, how well Golem Master does. If I feel like I want to stay within the teen realm and write books that are teen-friendly, it's a very different challenge for sure. But it is something that I've loved. I've really come to love the world of Golem Master, and we'll see. We'll see about that. Dominion of Blades is great. It's not super brutal, in my opinion. Kaiju, okay, is the most brutal of Matt's stuff. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me, because now that I think about it, I have Dominion of Blades on audio, and I see it every time I open my library. Kaiju Battlefield Surgeon, that was the one that I keep thinking. So when I say Dominion of Blades, I'm actually referring to Kaiju. So thank you for correcting me. Your book is just dark as fuck. Had me thinking my life choices on how I got to this book. Oh, God, that's hilarious, dude. I can't wait for the audio of Gollum. So that's where when people are like, oh my God, I really enjoy Bloodbath, I'm like, do you though? Because Enmity is just so much worse. And I think, Richie, as you saw, like, Enmity was the apex of brutal violence, and then Slaughterhouse, we actually come down a little bit, where I was like, yeah, we're going to kill everyone, but, like, it's just going to... And honestly, I'm not going to lie, I got so tired of describing how to kill people. I was like, yeah, he just shot him again. Like, all right, he just shot these guys. That's it. I don't care anymore. Like, you can only talk about someone's head blowing off multiple times before you as a writer get tired of it. Like, ugh, get over it. Fun things of being an author. So Richie, Brandon is asking, is Kaiju a recommend? So I have not read Kaiju. I've not read Dominion of Blades. I did finish Demon Card Enforcer, and I finished Iron Prince, and I'm about to finish Death Genesis. So that actually completes my whole projection for the year. So I'm super excited about that. That does close. Oh, no. The last one I still have is Berserker by Demi. So I'm super excited for that. So yeah, Demi's Berserker will be the last book of the year that I need to do to get my list in. And I did pick up Heretical Fishing. I got that for like $5. That was a fucking steal. I got Viridian Gate Online by James Hunter for like $5. So yeah, I definitely got some good stuff coming out of the sales. It's good, and the audio cinematic from Sound Booth is a highly recommend. So the Sound Booth Theater Submersion Tunnel, I believe is what they title it. It's just fucked up. The tunnel version, I believe they have an app that you can download on your phone, and you're basically buying like radio episodes, but it's a full immersion tunnel. Immersion tunnel, that's it. The immersion tunnel is where you have music, sound effects, monsters, all those different things. So the immersion tunnel, but you could also listen to them through their website, create an account, pay for the episodes, and go that way. So yeah. But let's see what else. You can buy the whole season at once. There you go. I believe they are about $5, $4 or $5 per episode. So it is a little bit more pricey, but you get the full audio experience. Berserker is so good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Demi is such a great guy. So, but yeah, you guys. So the other thing I wanted to do. Okay, so let's do a quick recap here, right? So Golem Master is off to Vanessa for formatting. So hopefully it'll take her about a week to get that done. And then obviously we'll go for uploading to Amazon, getting it ready for the author copies to be ordered. I'm just so excited for that book, you guys. I'm so excited. So then from there, we also have, what else do we have going on? Audiobook narration submission has been sent to one of our narrators. So he's going to take a look at that, see if it's something he wants to put in for. We then have Tom Cox working on book 3 of The Dying Breed. We've got Jodan working on Bloodbath. So just a ton of stuff going on. Next week, we're going to be getting back into the writing of things. So a huge shout out to the Patreon community for being very patient and very supportive while I go through. Dude, editing a book of that size, it really does take 2 weeks. It's insane. So got to dip and finish up the day. We got to chat soon. Much love, bro. Stay blessed. Stay blessed to you too, my man. Thank you so much. All right. So one of the things I thought about doing was for like the whole motivational side of things, I was like, man, it's been over a year since we started the weekend updates, since we started all this stuff. Let's just go back to the very beginning of some of the videos and let's randomly pick some videos for some motivation and just think about it. And so, yeah, that's what I plan to do. 2 weeks to edit. Miss Heather coming in. Hello there. It's nice to see you, my dear. 2 weeks to edit is quick. Well, my editor takes a month. So she does all the edits. She sends it back to me with the track changes. So I can either accept the clean copy and just move on from there, or I go through all of her edits. So in reality, I'm basically just reading the book twice and either accepting, rejecting, or adding, or even taking away those edits. So, I mean, 2 weeks to me is honestly pretty normal. It's just a lot when you're also working full time. That's the hard part. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for this book, you guys. I can't wait. All right, let's see here. Let's go with this. Oh, Miss Heather, I'm excited to read it. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. All right, let's see what we got.
If you don't want to wake up, then
What have you got to lose?
exactly. If everybody who's like at the bottom and feels like they have nothing going for them, reframe that as I have nothing going for me, which also means that I have nothing to lose by taking action, it makes you a much more dangerous person. And I think that was the flip that I've had repeatedly shown to me in my life that allowed me to take the step that I was afraid to take. If you don't want to wake up,
Dude, I love that. And I forget that. I'm just like, you have nothing to lose. And there's times where in the writing, it's just like, oh, well, this isn't working. Dude, you just have nothing to lose. Throw it out there, right? Have fun. Yeah. Like when I wrote Bloodbath, I knew it was going to be so niche that I was like, man, not a whole lot of people are going to pick it up, but it's a story I want to write. I still want to do this, right? I still want to have this under my belt. I still want to have this most dark, fucked up, brutal story that I can come up with, concoct. So yeah, what do you have to lose? Just go for it, right? What are you gonna, because at the same time, it's that thing of what are you gonna learn from this and then apply to other things, right? Like I wouldn't be at the same level with Golem Master if I hadn't spent 500,000 words writing Bloodbath. So there's all these life lessons that are interwoven throughout it as well. All right.
Doubt is such a strange thing. I mean, it's, there'll be times where you succeed and there are times that you fail. So wasting your time doubting whether you're going to be successful or not is pointless. It is. I mean, you just put one foot in front of the other. You control what you can't control. And then you see what the outcome is, right? If you win, great. You're going to have to wake up the next day and do the journey over again. If you lose, it sucks, but you're going to have to wake up the next day and do the journey all over again anyway. Doubt is such a strange thing. I mean, it's,
Dude, we were just talking about that earlier, right? Where I read some of the stuff in the edits and I'm like, oh my God, this is hilarious. This slaps. This is just exactly on point. And then you read another part and you're like, what the hell was I thinking? Like, this is complete garbage. I should never even put this out there. But at the same time, you just have to erase that doubt. You just have to just full send, man. You just got to full send that shit.
Learn to love what you have before life teaches you to love what you've lost. Appreciate the boring. Take this from someone that has been to prison. You don't miss the crazy nights out. You miss the family meals and the series binging. I'm forever humble because what God gives, He can also take. Learn to love what you have.
Whew. That hits deep. All right.
Some people might say, yeah, but what's the point of this growing? What do you mean by growing? Why would I always need to accept every challenge just for the sake of growing? Because this growing is the opposite of something is decreasing, something is dying, something is closing up. To grow, to open up, is the same as to bring light into the things. Some people might say, yeah, but what's the point of this growing? What do you mean by growing? Why would I always need to accept every challenge just for the sake of growing? Because this growing is the opposite of something is decreasing, something is dying, something is closing up. To grow, to open up, is the same as to bring light into the things.
Ah, I love that. And what's really interesting is, the one guy who's saying, be grateful for what you have because it could always be taken away. And I was having a little chat with Ryan Maxwell, Fighter Maxwell up there yesterday. And I was telling him, I was like, yeah, dude, Enmity just released and I'm not even really thinking much about it. It's just out there and, maybe a few pages will be read, et cetera, et cetera. And he stopped me in the conversation. He's like, TJ, you just published your 6th book. I was like, yeah, I tried to brush it off. I was like, yeah, man, but it's whatever. It's not that big of a deal. And he's like, TJ, you published your 6th book. That is a big deal. Whether a lot of people are reading it or not is irrelevant to the fact that you have accomplished something so much more than the average person. And it was a really nice thing, when you have someone who is a fan, a supporter, a friend, and a fellow author who has to remind you of those things of like, take a moment to reflect upon the fact of what you've done and don't belittle that achievement just because you haven't reached something else, right? And so, I guess when I stop and reflect on those things, it is one of those things of like, I am so grateful to be where I am. And I am just grateful for the fact that I get to enjoy doing these things. So the growth is always a part of that process of like, we have to eliminate this doubt. We have to get rid of this part because the growth is a forever constant thing. And you're forever going to get better as long as you don't give up. Yeah, that's the whole goal of, I'm not going to wake up tomorrow and be perfect, but I'm going to wake up tomorrow and try to be 1% better. Golem Master 2 is hopefully going to be a little bit better than Golem Master 1. Golem Master 3 is hopefully going to be better than those two. And you're just continually trying to grow and become better. And yeah, you don't belittle the process while you're at it. It's a pretty awesome achievement. You just got to keep going. Is that the imposter syndrome? That's a good question, Brandon. I don't know if it's the imposter syndrome, at least for me, right? In my part, I think where it stems from with me is the fact that I'm just not satisfied with my own work. Like there is a perfectionism complex, I guess, this whole like core value of the military of like excellence in all you do, of like every single thing you do, you're done with it. And it's like, but that's not good enough. I've got to hit it better on this one. And then you just dive even further into it. And so your constant pursuit of getting better overshadows you from being able to celebrate the achievements of what you've done. So I feel like that's what it is. It's not necessarily an imposter syndrome. It's just the fact that you're so driven to keep getting better that you don't take time to celebrate and enjoy the thing that you just made. Sometimes it's about the fear of not reaching our level of expectations. Oh, for sure. For sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Not reaching our level of expectations. Yeah. There's the things of like, you're constantly reminding yourself that you can't hit the perfect book make the perfect book, but you're constantly trying to. And so it's like, I didn't hit it. And yeah, it's being afraid of not hitting the right thing, being afraid that it's not going to be accepted. But that's a great question, Brandon. I appreciate that, man. So yeah, those are the updates, you guys. Those are the thoughts for this week. When we reach happiness, joy, success, etc., we then are at risk of losing that, and that fear can lead us to self-sabotage. It's a very interesting insight. Yeah. Gonna have to reflect on that one a little bit. When we reach happiness, joy, success, yeah. I mean, Heather, you know better than I do, but I could definitely see that where I'm probably more on the relationship side, where I don't deserve this type of a relationship. Why is this person so good to me? I could absolutely relate that in those regards. But as far as like a work environment, I don't know. A work environment, work, success. Yeah, that's interesting. Interesting perspective for sure. So, yeah, you guys, it's been a great week. The weather is awesome. It's fall season. It's nice and cold. It's 61 degrees outside right now. Like, you cannot get more perfect than that. Iowa and Washington are at 7-7 right now. Yes, I do have the game playing right here. I'm not going to lie. I won't lie. Won't lie to my audience, my fans. I'm absolutely loving football season. It's been so much fun. And honestly, I've really enjoyed both. College this year has been a great season of college football. It's so just all over the place. The NFL has also been enjoyable for me to watch this year, surprisingly, compared to other years. Hence the fucking jersey. But yeah, you guys, life has been good. I am feeling at such a better spot emotionally, mentally, from getting to move into the new space. Granted, the house is chaos because there's just boxes everywhere and trying to unpack and clean at the same time. But life is good. I cannot wait to jump back into Golem Master 2 this week. Hopefully, I honestly don't know how big the book is going to be. It's at 108,000 words, but there's so much more I want to do in the story. So we'll just have to see where it takes us. And then, of course, we're going to dive right into book 3. And yeah, I'm excited, you guys. I'm really excited. So I can't wait for you guys to check it out. I am contemplating moving the release date from December to January, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see how that goes. So anyways, all right, that's it. Those are all the updates. That's all we're going to do. We hit 43 minutes on the timer. That's pretty good for a weekend update, having like 2-3 weeks off. So thank you so much, you guys, for showing up, hanging out. Hopefully the plan is to be back here next week, the next same bat channel, normally at 9:30 Pacific time. So yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome week. Don't lose sight on your goals. Keep pressing, keep working ahead. And thank you so much, you guys, for all the support. So you guys have a great week. Let's go Ducks. Let's beat Ohio State. And we will see you guys next week.
Yeah, I don't believe in destiny. I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies. They're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy. You gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me. You ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know. Better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes. Call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though Joey ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love. Still gonna die for what I love. Still gonna try, I won't give up. Still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left. And I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win. I won't stop till the end, no. Through some injuries, mentally and physically. Studied them religiously so I don't repeat history. And people won't admit to me they don't want a victory bad enough to get a C. They'd rather just go leave it be. And this journey I've been on since 13, working hard and learning, never stopping searching. Yeah, it's burning, all this passion hurts me. I took action working, writing down these words. No, I'm not okay, I just wanna be something. I don't wanna be nothing, living all alone. No, I'm not alright, I'm just barely getting by. But I'll tell you I'm just fine, so you leave me alone. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left. And I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win, I won't stop till the end, no.